Next up I have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And this is probably the only game I'm actually showing the main menu of, because as you can see down here, here's the game. The sticker came off it. I mean, I got this game back from my nephew and the sticker's off. I haven't had this game like forever, so. Plus this game has some kind of virus in it that prevents me from saving, so. Whatever, it's a nice game. It's got really nice music. In fact, you should probably listen to this. You know, that's just some really nice music. So yeah, and it's a really nice game. I mean, the only problem I have with it, I'll turn it down. The only problem I have with it is that it's basically like they took Kingdom Hearts and mixed it with card battling, and I don't know, just something about that feels a little off to me. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Well, whatever. Kingdom Hearts. Alright, next up I have Shadow the Hedgehog. This here game is really nice. I mean, it's got some problems. I mean, everyone hates the PS2 version, which is the version I have right here, as you can tell. But I mean, it's a nice game. I mean, I guess it's probably the worst version to get this game on, but honestly, I don't care. And I liked it. Its controls weren't that bad. I mean, everyone says you end up slipping all over the place and whatnot, so I didn't really do that. I mean, I'm not a big Shadow fan. I almost find him kind of annoying. Well, I find his stories really annoying, because every freaking game that has Shadow in it, when it talks to his story, it's basically, I forgot my past. Okay. Like, it was that way with Sonic Adventure 2, it was that way with Sonic Heroes, it's that way in this game. It's that way in basically any game that Shadow's ever been in. If he's wanting to know something, it's always his past. Like, he'll remember it, and then something will happen that will cause him to forget it. It just kind of bothers me. But according to this game's story, it takes place right after Sonic Adventure 2. So, whatever. Or Sonic Heroes or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this game has multiple endings, multiple pathways. As you can see here, you can be hero or villain. And it's a nice game. I mean, it has some cursing in it. You know, and whenever you die, Shadow says, "Damn, not here," or stuff like that. And yes, Sonic and them cuss sometimes too. So that's mainly just in cutscenes, but Shadow cusses like a lot. But whatever. Shadow the Hedgehog. Next up I have Star Fox Adventures. This here game is really nice, and yeah, I got it signed by someone. I'm not really sure who. I got it as a gift. I had this game as a gift, and it already had the signature on it, so I don't know who signed it, but whatever. Might get rid of that signature. Maybe someone got it from someone else that had met, like, the voice of Star Fox or something. I don't know, because the sticker here says signed by the red Star Fox. I don't know. Still, this game's really nice. Its story's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. And graphics look really nice. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, I don't like playing as, I can't even remember her name. It's that blue fox chick, but whatever. I'll remember it next time I play it. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice game. Why not? So, if you're a Star Fox fan, definitely check it out. I mean, it has its flying segments, but it's basically, it's mainly, I like combine mainly and basically into one word, but it's mainly an on-land adventure. You know, it has very few flying segments, you know, but still, every bit of it's a lot of fun, so definitely check it out. Whatever. Star Fox Adventures. Next up I have The Sims Bustin' Out. This year is probably my favorite Sims game, like, ever. And it's just a really nice game. It's a really fun game. And I really like it. I mean, you get the ability to, well, you don't really get to drive the vehicles, but you get vehicles, which I find neat. I mean, I don't really get the point of putting them in, but I've really found it a lot better if they allowed you to drive the vehicles to your destination. But still, it's not that big of a problem. It's just, it just kind of bothers me sometimes. But whatever. I mean, everything in this game is really nice. This is really the only Sims game I like. I don't know what it is that's different between this Sims game and the other Sims games that makes this one more interesting. You know, I mean, even now I can barely think. I mean, I think in Sims 2 the only plot was that you needed to get a job or something, and this one has a lot deeper of a, well, not deeper of a plot, it has more added to the plot. You know, because some rich guy got pissed at everyone in the world. He's stealing their shit, so you have to try and stop him and get their shit back and whatnot. So, you know, it's a lot more like that and whatever. And plus, this game, you can actually create kids. I noticed that in Sims 2, all the Sims you created were only adults. While in this game, when you go into like free play mode, you can actually create little kids. You know, you don't have to make your kids have babies in order to have kids. You can just have kids straight off the bat. You know, it's really nice to see that. So yeah, that's something I really wish they would have had in later Sims games, but they don't. I really don't know why, but whatever. Sims busting out. Next up I have Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. This here game is really neat. It's a really nice Legend of Zelda game. I think this was the first ever Legend of Zelda game I ever owned. I'm not that sure about that, but I mean, it's not the first Legend of Zelda game I've ever played, but it's the first one I've owned, and it's a really nice game. I mean, I think somewhere, yeah, I mean, you can connect your Game Boy Advance to do something on here with Tingle. I know that. I haven't ever done that because I don't have the cable, but whatever. And plus, the Wind Waker is like an instrument in this game that kind of acts like the ocarina does in other in the past Zelda games, like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and stuff like that. You know, this here's a really nice game. Its graphics look really good. And when I saw that the Skyward Sword was going to have graphics like this game, kind of, well, graphics like if you mix this with Twilight Princess, I thought that was amazing because I really like the graphics in Wind Waker. Other people didn't like the cartoony graphics. They wanted a more realistic looking Zelda. And honestly, I don't really care. I really like this way a lot more though. Whatever. That might just be me. And another thing I don't really like, or maybe it's the only thing I don't like, is traveling in the water. Yes, that is the thing everyone complains about, and I'm not any different. It's boring as hell. And to get from one island to the next takes like 30 minutes, maybe 40. I don't know. It depends on how far you're traveling. But still, it's really annoying and whatever. Wind Waker. Next up I have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. This here game, it's alright. I mean, it's got some neat fusions that weren't in later games, like Tiancha, the fusion of Tien and Yamcha, and Goku, I think was his name, the fusion of Goku and Hercule, which was, you know, some of the fusions in here are kind of neat. You can also mess up on your fusions, which if Piccolo appears down here in the corner, that means you messed up on the fusion. So yeah, I mean, it's a neat game. The only problem is how they tell the story. For some reason, both Budokai 2 and 3 always have problems telling the story. Yeah, Budokai 1 did great with the story. I don't know where they went wrong. I guess they were testing some stuff out. I don't know. But with this game, they play it out on a game board, and it's annoying. I kind of find it funny that they don't have any pictures of, you know, the game board on the back of the game, because that would probably turn people off the game. Just seeing that game board on the back, they might think it think of it like this. Think of it like if they took Dragon Ball Z and mixed it with Mario Party, except the mini games are battles, and instead of doing them at the end of every turn, you do them whenever you meet another character. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but whatever. I mean, I just don't like it. I just don't like how they did that. It's just stupid. But, you know, at least the conversations are told with characters, you know, 3D models instead of still pictures like they did in Budokai 3. You know, but I still find Budokai 1, out of the first 3 Budokai games, Budokai 1, 2, and 3, I still find 1 to be the one that tells the story the best, because it had full animated cutscenes, and it just rolls from one fight to the next. You know, it was just really neat how they did it that way. But whatever. Budokai 2. Next up I have Tom and Jerry in War of the Whiskers. This here game is really neat. I mean, it's a really nice game. I used to like the Tom and Jerry TV show, but I kind of grew out of it. But this game's still pretty fun. I mean, it has, you know, several characters. I mean, every character you see on the back here is every character you can unlock. Except I have no idea how you unlock Monster Jerry or Robot Cat. It's just kind of weird. Maybe that's why they're in blue, because you can't actually unlock them. Or maybe they're special, because whenever I'm about to... See, how you unlock characters, like, you go through, like, I guess it's like story mode or something. Or, it's mainly like the adventure mode in Melee, you know, really, really short. But, you know... And after you complete it, you unlock a new character. But whenever you are given the chance to unlock Robot Cat or Monster Jerry, it stops and says that they escaped. And I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen, or are you supposed to unlock them a certain way, or what? It's just kind of weird. And if you can't unlock them at all, that's even stupider. Whatever, it's a really nice game. You know, it's a really nice fighting game. So, yeah. And it's a really nice cartoon fighting game, you know, flatten people and stuff like that, and shock them. It's a really nice game. If you're a fan of Tom and Jerry, definitely check this game out. Whatever. War of the Whiskers.